Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Steffy Forrester tampered with HFTF numbers to sabotage Hope Logan. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful Hope Logan, Annika Noel, got heartbreaking news. Brooke Logan's, Catherine Kelly Lang, daughter was summoned to the boardroom so the Forresters could deliver gut-wrenching sales numbers for Hope for the future. It looks like Hope's line is on its way out. But did it have help getting cancelled? Keep reading to find out. Here's what's coming up next on Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers ahead. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Hope Logan's bad news. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal Hope Logan arrived at the Forrester Creations office, where Steffy, Ridge, and Carter Walton, Lawrence Street Victor, were waiting for her. Ridge explained that Hope for the future sales numbers were dismal, and rather than improving since last quarter, they have continued to drop. For all intents and purposes, it sounds like Hope's fashion line is about to be cancelled and shut down. Rumor has it Hope Logan might be able to negotiate some sort of probationary period, and Ridge Forrester may agree to give her a few more weeks to try to make a miraculous recovery. The odds of Hope being able to convince the Forrester family to keep Hope for the future running are slim to none. B&B spoilers. Was Steffy Forrester cooking the books? B&B spoilers say the timing of the Hope for the future meeting is a bit peculiar. Viewers can't help but wonder if canceling Hope for the future has anything to do with Hope Logan kissing Steffy Forrester's husband Dr. John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, a few weeks ago. It's a pretty huge coincidence that Steffy's first order of business after returning home from her kidnapping is holding a meeting to shut down Hope for the future. A popular Bold and Beautiful rumor floating around social media right now hints that Steffy may have tampered with the sales numbers so that she could convince her dad to shut down Hope's company. But wouldn't Carter have to be in on it too? Hope for the future, HFTF, had always been Hope Logan's baby. For years she poured her heart and soul into making the line not just successful, but a beacon of positive change in the fashion industry. The line had a distinct purpose, with Hope's vision focused on sustainability, ethical practices, and representing a hopeful future. But as time passed, the challenges grew. Competition in the industry became fierce, and whispers of trouble within Forrester Creations grew louder. Hope couldn't shake the feeling that something was off, and the source of that unease seemed to trace back to one person, her stepsister, Steffy Forrester. Steffy had always been a force to be reckoned with in both her personal life and her role as an executive at Forrester Creations. With her commanding presence and unwavering determination, she managed to lead Forrester's Intimates line to great success. However, the dynamic between Steffy and Hope had always been tumultuous. The two women, tied by family and complicated romantic histories, never seemed to stay on solid ground for long. Though they had moments of peace, the rivalry always simmered beneath the surface, threatening to boil over. Recently, the tension had been thicker than ever. Hope's HFTF line was suddenly struggling in ways that didn't make sense. Sales were down, forecasts seemed erratic, and the marketing strategy seemed to have lost its way. It was as if someone was steering the ship into murky waters, and Hope couldn't help but wonder if Steffy was the one at the helm of the sabotage. Late one evening, while working through a mountain of paperwork in her office, Hope stumbled upon something peculiar in the financial reports. A discrepancy in the numbers caught her eye. Projections for the last quarter had been altered, drastically inflating the costs and downplaying the potential revenue. It wasn't just an oversight, it felt deliberate. Hope's heart raced as she scanned through more documents. The same manipulations appeared in earlier reports too. If she was right, someone had been sabotaging HFTF from the inside, making the line appear less profitable than it actually was. But who would do such a thing? Hope's mind immediately went to Steffy. Though they'd found common ground in the past, Steffy had never been shy about her desire for Forrester Intimates to outshine HFTF. It wasn't just about business, there was a personal undercurrent to everything between them. Hope remembered too well the years of tension between them, their mutual love for Liam Spencer always complicating their professional lives. Was this Steffy's way of getting back at her for past grievances? Was this sabotage a strategic move to ensure HFTF's failure, leaving Hope no choice but to step down? Determined to get to the bottom of things, Hope decided to confront Steffy. She waited until the next morning, ensuring Steffy would be in her office early. As Hope entered, Steffy looked up from her desk, her usual confidence radiating from her. "Hope," Steffy greeted her with a measured smile. "What brings you here so early?" Hope didn't waste time. "I found some discrepancies in the HFTF reports, Steffy. The numbers are off. It's like someone's been tampering with them to make the line look bad." Steffy's brow furrowed as she leaned back in her chair. "Tampering with the numbers? That's a serious accusation, Hope. Who would do something like that?" Hope met her gaze, unwavering. "That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I couldn't help but notice that Forrester Intimates has been thriving in the exact areas where HATF is suddenly struggling. Doesn't that seem a little too convenient to you?" Steffy's expression darkened, and for a moment, the air between them felt suffocating. "Are you accusing me of sabotaging your line?" "I don't want to believe it," Hope replied, her voice trembling with emotion. "But what else am I supposed to think? You've always wanted Intimates to be the top line at Forrester, and now, when HATF is at its most vulnerable, the numbers are suddenly a mess. This isn't a coincidence, Steffy." Steffy stood from her chair, her posture rigid. "You think I would jeopardize Forrester Creations, our family business, just to beat you? Yes, we've had our issues, but I would never stoop that low, Hope. I've worked just as hard as you have to make sure this company thrives." Hope's eyes welled with tears, a mix of frustration and doubt clouding her thoughts. "Then explain the numbers. If it's not you, who else could it be? Someone is trying to sabotage HATF, and I need to know who." Steffy's face softened, and she let out a sigh. "Look, I understand where you're coming from, but you need to be careful about throwing around accusations. If someone is messing with the numbers, it could be anyone in the company. You need proof before you go after someone, even me." Hope hesitated, sensing the truth in Steffy's words but still unable to shake the gnawing suspicion. She had no concrete proof that Steffy was behind the sabotage, only her gut feeling and the troubling circumstances surrounding the numbers. Steffy had always been a master strategist, and if she'd had tampered with the reports, she wouldn't leave an obvious trail. "I'm not accusing you without cause," Hope said, her voice more measured now. "But I need to get to the bottom of this. For the sake of HFTF, I have to find out who's responsible." Steffy nodded, her expression unreadable. "Then let's do that. I want Forrester Creations to succeed as much as you do, Hope. If someone is trying to undermine your line, we'll figure out who it is, together." Hope felt a flicker of hope at Steffy's offer of alliance, but part of her still wasn't sure she could trust her stepsister. For all she knew, this could be another one of Steffy's moves to cover her tracks. As Hope left Steffy's office, her mind raced with possibilities. Had Steffy truly tampered with the numbers? Or was there another enemy lurking in the shadows at Forrester Creations? The sabotage could be part of a larger game, one that Hope wasn't fully aware of yet.